Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, Meridian 37. So our last flight, we went from Daytona Beach up to Bangor, Maine, and like I said in that one, the next stop would be Louisville down to Meridian. I still don't know exactly what state that is. I don't know if it'll show. I don't think it shows it on here, does it? Meridian. I have no idea where that is. Anyway, it doesn't really matter anyway. And Shafe, I have no idea what our cargo is. Shafe. Alright, but anyway, we'll go and get in that plane. I don't know why sometimes it clicks off. There you go. Check right here. Where are we? KSDF. There we go. The beta cargo. We'll move over there. It's still at 300 and some miles and it pays really good. Almost $500,000. I love that we don't have much fuel in these planes. It's actually really, really good that we don't have that much. Burning it properly and not just, overloading. I think that was some of my problems with some of those other landings in those other planes. We always have so much fuel. We actually land quite heavy. This is 380. However, that's straight to the point. We actually have to go down and around the airport. So that should be enough right there. We're going to have to check out the flight plan to see exactly how it's going to do that. But day flight, we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody. Here we are at the plane. Let's see if there's anyone in Louisville with us. There should be. There's a UPS. That's right. He was here when we... he probably doesn't move. He was there when I landed. That's right. We're in the UPS area. I almost forgot. There is a large UPS facility down there in Louisville. They're over here too. UPS everywhere. I was looking well, this has got to be the terminal, so UPS wouldn't be over here, would they? As well? And there? I was looking at FlightSim coming there, and it seems like it was so much bigger. I really like this airport. Flying into it was quite fun. Alright. Parking brake is on. That's not what I wanted. There we go. External power. DC bus tie. Top, bottom. Top, bottom, mid. That's good. Cabin supply. Didn't see any of the voltages go up here. Alright. Pitot heat is on. Those are on. See, that I was doing this last episode at the end. See, that looks like it. Alright, so that's on, so I guess this would be on. But some of these, I don't know, it seems like they go different ways. Like, up is on, down is on, I don't know. Let's start this up. Control E. She'll get started up. Data, flight plans. For KSDF. KSDL. Don't tell me I didn't move it. KSDF, KMEI. I thought I did. Alright, activate and execute. Departures and arrivals. We're departing. I think it's 17 right. Yeah, 17 right. No SID. And let's see. Arrivals. We're gonna land on. Oh, they said there's only one. 19 would be best. But according to FlightSim Commander and Air Hauler, there's only one ILS. So I'll use that just in case. I don't know, I guess they could have added it, but if it's not an FSX, so that we screwed, it won't work. Alright, we'll go over to legs. Yeah, it's a pretty short flight, as you all saw. Let me move this back a little bit. We need to get to our perf in it. There we go. Reserves, what, 5? Cruising altitude, let's go 32,000. That might be a little excessive, since it's such a short flight, but I think the way this thing climbs and everything, it should be good, actually. Well, it's there's actually KLOU is the first one. That's kind of odd that it's not in there. We need to check this out as well. Since we're going around the airport, I put another waypoint in front of it. Might have been MEI actually. We'll step through this. Alright, yeah, MEI is what I put. There's a VOR there, and then we'll come around. Alright, that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. Move that back over to map. All 4 of the engines are started. Go over to the engineer's panel. Put this on Gen 4. Move that over to battery. I forgot about these. I don't think those actually apparently matter. Technically you're supposed to have them like that, but like I said, it apparently doesn't really matter. Alright, parking brake is coming off. We're going to push back over... Let's see. I want to go over here. Alright, so we need to push back, actually, because you can't get to the runway from right there. Come down here. You must be in an airport parking space to request a fuel truck or jetway. Old school livery. I'm not sure when they changed it, but that's definitely old school. Flaps going to 18. One other thing we can do, need to do, autopilot servos come on. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop the pushback. Taxi lights are on. We are ready to head to the runway. Come on, girl. Put some thrust into it. See, like it says 15 knots. We are not doing 15 knots. We were barely moving. The 17 knots, though, we've slowed down because we were turning. Kinda ridiculous. I was talking about that last episode, how the speed seems to be kind of screwed up sometimes on the ground. Alright. So this doesn't seem like, I thought we were going over here. Isn't there a way to cut down? Yeah, well there's no reason to cut down that way. It ends up at the same place as right here, cutting right here does. We don't need to go through that chicane. I don't know if we'll have to taxi back to the right. We don't need the full runway. Well, no, we really don't, because this plane accelerates quite fast. We do have a ton of cargo, but we don't have much fuel. We shouldn't be all that heavy. Actually, that's... I guess it's right there. That's pretty much the entire runway. Kind of a confusing area right here. Wait, is it this one? Oh, we've got a guy coming here anyway. He doesn't respect, doesn't notice us. So stupid. See, like, we're not doing 17 knots. There we go. Still didn't go out far enough. It sounds like we're just trying to open her up. Just trying to get her moving. Daggone. Yeah, this should be plenty of runway. By the way, scenery's in dense. I wish I would have put very dense. I forgot to open up FSX before using air hauler. I'm changing some of the settings because I was at Daytona Beach last flight, so we used dense instead of very dense. Actually, we could have used extremely dense here. And I'm sure Meridian isn't much. Yeah, we're not losing much runway. How are we? It sounds like there's somebody else around here. Take a look. Yeah, I don't think he moves. That guy. Alright. Anyway, we can go ahead and check while we're out here. Landing lights are coming on. Strobe is on as well. The flaps are set. One thing we don't always do is we don't always trim it. Put it right there. Another thing I don't always do is set the heading 071. Wait just a minute. $17, right? I was looking at the wrong thing. It's 170. Yeah, I was looking at the flight plan for the last one. I've got them right beside each other. All right. I was like, wait, this has to be the correct runway. What in the world? We got 7 and 17 mixed up. Try and swing her a little wider this time. Come on, girl. That freaking intersecting runway right here. Man, see, like, it's like she's having trouble going at all. Might have gone out too far, although the way we're coming around. And it says we're going 16 knots. I would highly disagree with that. We're not going 16 knots. But we did go a little too far. Usually we don't go out far enough. In this case, we did actually go out a little too far. Get lined up and we'll take off. Airspeed's alive. Knots. $140. Rotate. All right, positive rate. Gears coming up. See, it does. You're supposed to come out here, but for some reason, as you can see. It's saying that that's the next one. Yeah, B&A. Odd. Alright. Let's climb at 3,000 feet a minute. That thing did not want to move for a second. I think it's because of all that trim. It was hard to get that, yeah. Hard to get that nose down. Pulling back on the power, retract one notch of flaps. Man, I can't see my map here. I have to push the stick so far down. Try and keep her around 3,000 feet a minute. Alright, we can remove that. Into heading. We'll try and do this real quick. Oops, damn it, I moved that. 2,000 feet a minute. Move that up to 2,800. Flaps are fully retracted. There, she's climbing good. We're actually getting a little too much speed. Taxi lights, landing light go off. We're still gaining speed. Pull back on the thrust a little bit more. We're actually climbing at 3,000. It was supposed to be 2,800. Now we're losing a little speed. Just a little bit more thrust back in it. Pulled off quite a bit. Let's take a look outside. Yeah, the textures look really good around this area. I don't know why, it's just... I really love the look of it. Notice that little airstrip. Alright. We're up to 8,000 feet. Give it a little more thrust here. Probably move this down to 2,500 feet a minute as well. Just don't want that to gain too fast. So we're coming up on 9,000. And it is. We're going to have to pull back on the thrust a little bit again. I want to hit 250. Alright, 500 more feet to go. We'll speed up a little bit. And there we go, 10,000. Landing lights come off. Bring up our heading. See if we can't get her to work. First try. On the nav. See if she starts working or not. She's starting to go to the right. Oh, flight director, I forgot that again. Last episode I was like, yeah, I've been remembering that, and then I forget it in the very next flight. It's just... can't tell if it's going to bring it around to the right or not. See how it's like, it's flashing, but it's not quite moving. It should be on the other side too, because you can see with the wind. Which makes me think that may not work. It's getting a little closer though. So I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. We can actually move our range up as well. 160 there. Yeah, so we had 32,000 there for quite a little while. Alright. It looks like it is working. So with that, actually, let's see about how long this is going to take. Get this moved over here and set up. So let's say we just crossed that. It's 1744, so yeah, well less than an hour and a half, I'd say. Actually, I'll bring that one up, get rid of that one. And yeah, we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, I just slowed it down. We're a little high, it looks like. Move this range, by the way. Don't really trust that thing a whole lot, though. It says we need to be at 4,300 in about just under 16 miles. Let's go ahead and go to the map. Check out the elevation, and we'll get our ILS frequency. Alright. 297 feet is basically 300 feet, and 110.1. 110.1. If I can get to it, there we got it. There it is, 110.1. Put that in. So I'm going to give it just a little bit of thrust, and we're going to, I guess, slow our descent. I don't know if I should trust that thing, though. There's 700 feet a minute. It'd be nice if we were on the glide slope over here. Good descent rate. I guess that's it right there. Right? Yeah, it's got to be it. Pretty much we missed it. Now see, it went all the way to the bottom there. At 1,000 feet a minute. Pull back on the thrust a little bit. It's about 2,800 feet to go and 11 miles, so it shouldn't be a problem. Problem is, how fast do we descend to that? There's 1,200. I would figure that would feel like too much. We'll see if it moves. One thing I forgot is putting the landing lights on under 10,000. 10,000, I was still trying to get stuff set. Man, that yoke is becoming a problem in this video. Alright, I like everything else. I like our speed and everything. Meridian. I still don't know where the hell that is. I should have checked that out while we were flying or something. Mississippi? I don't know what the hell it is. Where it is. I also don't like this turn. We're probably going to have to cut off that turn. You can see it's way too sharp. We'll never make that turn. We'll be going way out trying to make that thing. Alright, sweet. It's already clicked over to this one. That's good. However, that means we have to descend quicker as well. Just so we didn't get it all the way over there at all. Once it's 1,800 feet over here, there ain't no way in hell. One thing we need to do is probably take over and use our use the heading. I don't want to go straight there. There we go. Pull back on the thrust and just a little bit quicker. Now we can head on over there. That'll be actually good if we're a little on the other side here. Man, it seems like we are descending so freaking quick. Because that'll give us a better turn towards the runway. Feels like we are just falling out of the sky. It says 1,800 feet. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. I might have pulled up a little too much. I need to get the flaps out. Alright, I'm going to pull this up. Yeah, we're too low. Alright, more flaps. It goes to the ILS. Now it is going to pull us up in the air, so we're going to have to add thrust. And that trim, electronic trim thing is just going crazy, is it not? Unreal. There we go. On the glide slope. Gears coming out. Flaps coming out as well. Look to 18. Man, she's just going crazy, that electronic trim thing. Daggone. One more flaps. Yeah, that approach it didn't end up working out too well there for a little while. That sharp turn. One more flaps. Landing speed should be quite slow, maybe 120-ish. The other thing, sometimes we bounce, and I think that's, you can't really arm the spoilers. I guess I could assign a button on the joystick to make them deploy. Because you sure can't reach over to them and grab it. Alright, I'm going to increase the thrusters just a little bit. Getting almost a little too slow. It sucks I cannot see the runway. That's not good. We're 1,000 feet away. There's the end of the runway. Daggone, this is very awkward. I'd rather it be a little high than low. We're landing with the wind, I know, but I wanted to use the ILS landing, which is why they come around to land on runway 1. A little fast here. Looking good. We're gonna get a little low here. Yep, just like I thought it was. Don't get that speed too low though. It's really touchy. Alright, we're pitching up, so we're getting so slow. Low. As you can see, for some reason it always takes a long while for me to get the nose down in this plane. That ended up being kind of a crappy landing because we ended up so low, I ended up having to pitch up so much. Should have been better. Guess we'll taxi all the way down. I guess we could take this one. We'll go over there. I think that it's the only buildings I see. There might have been some behind us. I guess those are part of the airport. I'm not really sure. You know what? I'm just gonna go taxi all the way down to here. We're at the end of the runway. There's nobody else. At least I highly doubt there's anyone coming in to land. But we weren't on the radios. I guess technically there could be somebody. Speed up a little bit. Get off this runway. That is very awkward looking from this vantage point. For a second I thought there was a truck or something. I don't know, I'd like to watch the replay of this landing. We just got a little low. And I had to really fiddle around with the speed and everything. Whoa. Way off the line here. Can I park right here? No, gotta go to the next one we can park over here. Let's get the taxi lights. Landing lights are off. Strobe is off. Now we can get over there. Yeah, I think, because I mean, those spoilers help suck you to the runway when they deploy. And sometimes we have a tendency in this plane to bounce a little bit. Even though we're not really coming down real hard or anything. They don't deploy like the modern aircraft, where it feels the landing gear touch the ground and they automatically deploy, as long as you got them armed, of course. Oh, there, she slows down too much, too easy. Alright. Stopper right here. Parking brake goes on. Taxi lights can go off. Over to the engineers panel. AC/DC bus tie. Move that to external power. Put those off. Alright. Cut off the power. I go up top here. There we go. That can go off. All this can go off. Alright, let's move on over to air hauler and get paid. Alright, let's go ahead and unload this thing. It's another almost $500,000. Worked out rather well. The landings, the last two haven't been very good though. That was kind of an odd one though. Like we were on the ILS, but you could barely see the runway there for a while. Like I say, I just got it. I even said when it was good, I said we're going to be low here in a second. Then we were just dropping a little too quick. And those engines kind of mess with you when you're landing too in this plane, because it sounds like you're adding just a little bit, but from the sound of it, it sounds like they're really revving up, and it's kind of disconcerting, even though you know you're not putting that much into it. There might have actually been one from Meridian, by the way. I can't remember if I saw one last night or not. Yeah, Meridian. There's actually, yeah, a couple. One goes to Indianapolis, and one to Juneau. I would like to go to Juneau at 2,400 miles, but look, I mean, this is like a fifth of it, and yet it pays more than twice as much. So that actually makes more sense. So we'll probably end up doing that. That is quite heavy, but it's not far to go. But, yeah, that'll probably be the next one. It's just, I would like to go to Juneau, but plus with the weight, that's so heavy, I don't know that we could go I don't think we could even go 2,400 miles with that weight. I don't think we'd have enough, able to carry enough fuel. So probably Indianapolis is another good paying job. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.